Hi everyone, let me know if you could see me or hear me. I don't have. Oh, there's an ad. Where is it?
Cammy in the North Face created running gear with flash drive.
Oh, I should probably just mute myself. Yay, you could see me! I'm so excited to do this video. I don't know why, I'm just so excited to do a video. And please don't even look at my ratchet face. Like, do you see how red this is? Like, I like a major ratchet breakout, and now I'm on Accutane. Do you guys know what Accutane is? It's called Myorosane or something like that. You can't hear me? Can you guys not hear me? It shows that I'm all the way up. Sherry can't see me and Carrie can't hear me. Okay. Some of you can see and hear me. Okay, one second. Let's give them just un momento because they're gonna refresh. I hope you guys can see because it shows my volume meter is going back and forth, so it shows that I'm good. And I feel like this chair is so low, but it's not. And people are logging in, so I'll give them a couple minutes. It's sort of jumping. It's fluctuating. I kind of like that word. Fluctuation. We have 70 live viewers. 71. Actually. Now I'm froze? Oh my gosh, is it frozen? No. What is this? Oh my gosh, why is it freezing? Carrie or Sherry, can you guys see me? Or Jamie? Jamie, can you see and hear me? Okay, so Sherry has nothing. Jamie says it's good. Yeah, the numbers are kind of jumping right now, so it's gonna be like what Christina said. It's sort of jumping right now. Okay, I hope it's okay. Sherry, I'll blue you. There you go. Hope that didn't just freeze everyone up because my comments stopped. Oh, no, they didn't. I was just kidding. Okay, you guys, so let's get into this. Tonight's class, we're making this 2013 altered calendar. Do you see this? It's made from it's made from the Prima, the canvas, what are these things called? I want to know the exact name. Mixed media album covers, the canvas ones. Jamie Carey is coming on. I don't know, I think her computer killed itself. I don't know. No sound. Is Ustream still having problems, you guys? Because I haven't been on in 2 months. Okay, a lot of people say they could hear me, and then some people say they can't. So this is the calendar we're going to be creating tonight. I think it's so pretty, and you could totally alter it to whatever color combo you like, because all of the stuff that you're going to get, or that you use in the actual project itself is alterable, because we're going to spray everything in the project itself. So it's all alterable. So this is what it looks like. Super awesome. And can you see all the little sparkly shimmers in there? Super pretty. I just hope you guys can hear me. Well, I mean, a lot of you say you could hear me, but a lot of you said it was freezing. I don't think it's going to freeze anymore because, yeah. Because maybe it was just right when the start was, because there was a ton of people logging in. Like, there's still more people logging in right now. So, looks good and sounds perfect. Okay. I'm just going to go with it because I don't want to waste too much time on this recording. Oh yeah, that's my bowl of washi tape. Because I'm a washi tape addict. I don't know why. Where's Carrie? Oh, Carrie. Hi. Can you see me and hear me, Carrie? Because Sherry can't. I agree with that, Sherry. Refresh. Just refresh your browser. You know that commercial? Refresh. Okay, so we're... Okay, I'm just gonna go, you guys. I'm just going. I've wasted your time. I'm just gonna go with it. Are you ready to start this project? I'm sure you are because I am. Okay, this is the project, one last time. This altered calendar for 2013. So, if you want the actual printout, I have it over on my blog. If Carrie or somebody, can you link my blog? It's scrappyhappiness.com, and I actually have the calendar in PDF form for you guys to, you can click the link and simply print or download it, whatever you want to do. There's a print option and a download option. So, this is what it prints out to look like. It prints on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I just printed mine on some basil coconut swirl cardstock. So, again, my blog is scrappyhappiness.com, and I don't know. Here, I'll link it for you guys. I hope that's it. Oh, I probably should have put my links on. Let me allow links. Yeah, so you could print the PDF of this file, and it will always be available on my blog if you, whenever you would like to. If you want to make this sometime throughout 2013, you could totally go ahead and print this for later, or just download it and save it, whatever you want to do. You could do it off of there. And so I have mine printed again on basil coconut swirl cardstock. It was a 12 by 12. I just cut it into an 8.5 by 11 piece of... Oh, and Carrie says that they also have it on the Prima blog too. So if you want to go over to the Prima blog, which I think is prima.typepad.com, you could go ahead and print it off of the Prima blog as well. But I just wanted to make it available to you guys over there because I wasn't sure if it was going to be on the Prima blog or not. And now I'm going to go over the product used in tonight's kit. We're using this mixed media album cover, and this is what this looks like. It is item number 561062. Okay, Carrie, are the links not allowed or something? Because yours keeps saying censored. Are you linking? Are you guys linking to things? Well, I have links allowed. Links are turned on. Okay, so this again, it's the mixed media album cover, and you get 5 total pieces. You get 3 of the rings, which we're actually not going to be using tonight, but they're super sturdy bronze, antique bronze colored rings, so you could save those for another mini album if you'd like to create it in the future. But you're going to get 2 canvas covers with the rivets on the side, and it actually has a resist pattern on it, which you'll be able to see a little bit more into the class. Also, we're going to be using this pack of Prima Flowers, which looks like this, and I should probably... I'm going to take them out so you don't get the glare. They look like this. Aren't these gorge? I totally love these Prima Flowers. Super duper pretty. This is the Naturale Flowers, item number 562649. So we're using those flowers. We're also going to be using some of my favorite, which are the, I don't know how you pronounce this, it's Puccini, like, I call it Puccini just because I want to call it that, but it's like Puccini or Puccini or something like that, but it's Puccini. And these are actually a total of 12 pieces of white flowers, but they have a resist pattern on them as well. So when you spray them, there's actually a resist on them. And it's 561260 is the item number for that. It's just easier if I give you guys item numbers, so you can just search them on your favorite online retailer. As far as the leaves go, these are my favorite leaves ever that Prima has put out. These are just totally gorgeous. I'll show you. I mean, totally gorge. I didn't even say gorgeous, just, I said gorge. 553647, they're the Vermont leaves in Ocre, or Ocre. I'm not sure how to pronounce it either. But I'll show you these. These are so pretty. Look at these leaves. They have stitching and beads on them. Beads! Aren't these super pretty? And you get like 4 different shades and 2 of each. I think these are such pretty leaves. So, these are the Vermont leaves in Ocre. Ocre. Let's just go with that. A pack of Prima crystals. These are the Seidan crystals in item number 551384, which looks like this, and they're like a brown set. That. Oh, thanks, Sherry! I got this cardigan at the Levi's outlet. We went to a couple outlet stores right before Christmas, and the Levi's outlet, this was normally $69.99, or no, it was $89.99, and it was marked down to $59.99 with a 50% off sale, so it was like $25 for this cardigan. I was like, yeah, let's get it! So I got it. Okay, so I have a little bit of a bad news for you guys. You see these really super gorge sequined pieces? I do not have them with me, and I had 2 packs of them, I swear. Like, I had one on my wall of Prima here. I have a board of Prima, and I had another pack in my excess because I have 6 drawers. I just have Prima Flowers in them. I had another pack, but I cannot find it. Like, when I started making this project, I knew I had another pack. I was like, oh, I don't need to order it. I have another pack of them, and I went to go look for it yesterday, and it was not there. So, just pretend like we're using these. And Carrie, what are these called again? They're the sequins centers. I forget what they're called. Carrie has them in the item list. I completely forget. Shalimar? I think they're Shalimar. Shalimar. The Shalimar centers, possibly? Ah! Is it freezing? Yeah, they're the Shalimar centers, and we're going to be using those. Well, we're not going to be using them, but I used them in the original. To make up for those, I just grabbed a pack of flowers because I couldn't find anything that was really like them. And these are the 561840 Juliet flowers, and they're just a little miniature flowers. Oh my gosh, why is it freezing so much? There's 100 people on. I don't know if that's why. And lastly, some lace. We're just going to be using some of my favorite ever Alencon lace. And it's in this really pretty pattern. I hope you could see it. I need to put it behind something. I'll put it on this white pattern, with this white paper. It's this really pretty lace pattern. Okay, I have wasted 13 minutes blabbering. So, I should probably point the camera down and get started. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down, you guys, and we are going to start on this project because we need to start on our project, because that's the fun part of the class. And is my glue gun heating up? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down. Okay, so, going in for the landing. Ew, don't look at my face, please. Please, honey boo boo. I swear, Honey Boo Boo is my favorite. Oh, I mean, I don't like that show. That show's ratchet, but I just think that the word's funny. Okay, is this good? Can you guys see this? I don't like this. Where's this camera leg coming from? Here? I don't like the camera leg. That's bugging me. Good enough. Is this okay? Can you guys see this? Oh no, Jamie, you should have seen this mat earlier. It had clumps of paint on it. I scraped it off like earlier right before the show. I was like, I cannot use this. So I literally scraped everything off this mat earlier. Yep, just going to tell you that. Move those out of the way. Okay, so here's the project again. You may be able to see it better on this black background. Does that show up better? I feel like it does. It looks better on this black background. This is what it looks like, and you can actually stand it up on your desk like this. It has a really neat stand that looks like that on the side, so you can simply stand up your project on your desk or wherever. And again, the PDF for the actual calendar itself is over on the Prima blog as well as on my blog. But the one on the Prima blog is probably just the image that I sent to Carrie, but the PDF on my blog is actually already sized, so you just have to print it. It's pre-sized. It's going to fit the journal pages for you guys. So just wanted to show you that. And let's get started. So we're going to start with the mixed media album covers. Do you guys have any questions so far? Because I'm looking at the screen at the moment. My blog address is scrappyhappiness.com, scrappyhappiness.com. And after the class tonight, I will update the blog post with like all of the tools and supplies we used and everything like that. So if you want to know all that stuff, you can. So as you can see, you're going to get 2 of these pages, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but can you see how there's sort of this pattern in there? Can you just, the slight subtle pattern? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Okay. And I'm going to lay a couple of paper towels down. You're just going to need one of your pages, and you're going to look for the side that has the pattern on it, because only one side will. The other side is just blank canvas, and the one side will have sort of like a really, really subtle tone-on-tone pattern that you're going to be able to see a little bit. And for the Glimmer Mist colors we're using today, do you guys remember this color? Can you guess what it is? Because I'm pretty sure you all know that it is Teal High Heel. Yeah. Teal High Heel, and we're using Inchworm. Inchworm. 1 second. Is there a person on that shouldn't be on at the moment? I see everyone commenting about it. This is Medallion. Super pretty color. And yeah, Inchworm's so pretty. It has like, it's like neon. Neon green. And the last one is Spring Violet. So we're going to use Spring Violet as well. There's 4 colors. Teal High Heel, Inchworm, Medallion, and Spring Violet. So I'm going to start off with Spring Violet just because, oh no, I'm going to start off with my darkest color, which is Teal High Heel. And I want to focus this more where the resist is, because I want my resist to show up the best. So I'm going to start just spraying off right there. And then I'm going to start spraying onto my piece. And just going, just sort of wherever I want to put this color. I want it to go there, majority here. And then I'm going to go into a new color. This one happens to be Medallion. You could just grab whatever color you want. And I just kind of really saturate the area where the line from the other color is, because then you'll be able to blend it. See this line here? If you saturate it, it'll sort of like ombre and blend into the next color. So just a little tip there. And I'm going to also add a little bit of this color up in here. So up in here, I find that funny. And then I'm going to go in with some Inchworm. Actually, I'm going to go in with my Spring Violet. I feel like the Inchworm's the lightest color, so we'll go in with that last. I feel like this is super dark. Is this dark, you guys? And then I'm going to use my Spring Violet, and that just pooled right there. I'm going to try to soak up a little bit of that. And just really saturate the color right along the crease line. Okay. And oh, you can see the pattern. Do you see this pattern here? Yes, the pattern is coming alive. That's the cool thing I totally love about this. It's like my favorite thing about these canvas pieces is because they have the resist on them. So anything that, if you weren't sure what resist was or what like the Prima products that included something resist related in it, this is what it is. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of inchworm, and I'm just going to finish it off with some of the purple because I want a little bit more purple in here. For that. And lastly, I'm going to add a little bit more inchworm because that's my lightest color, so it will blend all the other colors really easily. Even though it's a chalkboard, so it's a bit more opaque, it'll work pretty well. And then you could just go over and sort of add a little bit more touches of colors if you like in certain areas, or really whatever you'd like to do. So I'm going to go and add a tiny bit more teal high heel in the bottom corner because I really want that to be as blue as I can get it. And I'm going to grab a paper towel and just lay it on top, and then you could use a brayer if you want to, or really whatever. I'm just going to use my hands and just soak up all the excess. Look at how gorge! So you could even go ahead, if you want to, and blend the colors a little bit by using a paper towel and just sort of swirling the color. So if you want, you could go ahead and swirl it. Just don't swirl super light colors with super dark because it will turn into like a muddy mess, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go and just swirl the edges so I can sort of blend them a little bit more so it's not such a stark edge. And you're also always going to want to wipe off your resist because that will make your white pattern come alive. And you could also use a little bit of water, and when you wipe it off, it'll make it a little bit easier to wipe and kind of make it a little bit more whiter, if you know what I mean. Anyone ask me any questions? Poppy poo? You need to leave. Sorry, that was rude. There we go. Like that. Don't you love it? It's so gorge. And we'll do this one a little bit different. We'll add a little bit more. What color should we add a little bit more of? Put purple on this one. I was just asking, and Shauna, you just answered my question. I want this one to, I was actually going to do a bit more purple. I felt like purple was a nice color. I kind of like that word, Charlotte. Loverly. It's quite lovely. I feel this looks neat. Doesn't this look cool? Sorry, I wasn't in the screen that whole time. I didn't even realize. And now I'm just going to add a bit of blue. And then we'll use some inchworm. Inchworm! So as you can see, this color combo is just totally odd, but fun. Quite enjoy it. And I'll add a bit of the blue here. And then I'll just blend it with my finger while my finger's out. That way I could sort of blend the harsh edges from the start so it's not so harder later, if you know what I mean. I feel like I said if you know what I mean like 37 times. We have a lot of people on, you guys. This Glimmer Mist totally smells like a cracker right now. I don't even know why. Like a Ritz cracker. I feel like my sample. This was my sample. So my sample, as you can see, it dries a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, all the colors are from Tattered Angels. And then you can go ahead and dry it. I'm just using my Ranger heat tool. It's my absolute favorite. It's really quiet, as you can see. Or at least I feel it's quiet. I used to have one that made like the most ratchet noise in the world. It was like, I don't know, it was like a hairdryer. I'm just drying the other one as well. As you can see, this one looks much prettier, I feel. Oh, Paper Fusion. I think I had the Marby one, and I broke it. I broke it twice. I think I overheated it. Like, I would run it for like 15 minutes trying to dry something, and I'm pretty sure I overheated it. So, it was probably my fault, but it was really loud. I like the Ranger one because it's quite quiet. And then you could sort of press your canvas if you like, or set it under something. As you see, it's already pretty flat, but it's not flat enough. If you want it a little bit more flatter, you could go ahead and set it under something and let it dry even further. But you're going to set this piece to the side because I want this one to be the back piece of my... Or wait, which one? I'm going to have this one be the front because I want the back, because the back is completely exposed, I want it to be the prettier one. So this one's prettier. Okay, one second, I'm just reading some of the comments. I know, Carrie, it is gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to grab my calendar because I want to use it as a guide for when I place all my flowers and such, and I'm just going to cut it out. And it will say free calendar, freebookmarkcalendars.com because I did get this on a website. I did not make it myself. And I do have accreditation to the website as well, just in case you're curious. Yeah, and you guys, you could totally choose your own colors as well. If you don't like this color range, you could completely go along with your own color range, if you'd like. So I just cut out my calendar. This is what it looks like. Isn't this cool? It's just like a miniature calendar. And I was also thinking, if you wanted to find your very own calendar online, maybe you can get it for the months and then make each month this size and have 12 of them and connect them with like brads or something at the top and leave a little bit more white space. And you could actually put it on there to where you rip them off, just pull them out of the brad sockets each month so you have a bigger calendar section. Do you know what I mean by that? Like each month would be this size and you just layer all 12 of them on top of each other, punch holes at the top and put brads or like lace. You could even hang it if you wanted to, just sort of fasten it underneath the flowers. If you were to put some like ribbon underneath here and underneath here, you could actually hang your calendar off. And you could flip it up and down, if you know what I mean. So that's another option. And let's move all this. This is the point where you're going to want to have your piece super dry. So I'm going to go ahead and dry it more because it's not really that super dry. Do you guys have any questions while I'm drying? The purple I'm using is called Spring Violet. It's like a really light purple, and it has a lavender-colored glimmer in it. It's super duper pretty. I've had this one for a long time. Dan Orlando, you got beets too? I got the same thing. I got white ones. Oh yeah, a Joy for me. Maybe your name's Joy. I'm not sure. But my sprayers always get clogged, and it's because I shake them. Like, you're not supposed to shake them, but I literally pound them on my table. And that's probably the reason. You're supposed to actually swirl them really lightly like this and just sort of mix a glimmer in slowly. But I shake them and get all these air bubbles in them, and so it just clumps up your glimmer and just gets in the tube. But I heard if you soak them in, like, I think it's 409. Is that what it is? Have you guys heard of that? If you soak them in the 409, they actually come out. And question, Scrubby Sue. The name of these covers are the Mixed Media Album Journal covers, and it's item number 561062. In case you were curious. Yeah, Peggy Lee. I like the spits also. I don't mind those. I think they're kind of cool. You can get the canvas pages at really any local distributor. You're just going to have to check around for the canvas pages. And as you can see, this fits right on here like this. And this is from your direction. Or not local distributor, more like online distributor. I'm not sure if local distributors. If your local distributor would have them. But you may want to just do a Google search for the item number. This is going to go on here like that, and you could start off just by gluing this down, which is what I'm going to do, because I want to use it as a guide. And as you can see, I printed a test on the back side. It didn't work very well. I'm just using my glue gun, which I never use, and I need more glue. I'm just going to add a little bit on each of the corners, and a little bit in the center as well, and just simply center this. Stand up to center it on there, leaving a little bit more open space towards the bottom. I'm actually going to pull it up. I want to put it a little bit more down towards the bottom, because I want more embellishment up towards the top. And I might have to add more glue underneath this, because I don't think I got enough under it while the glue was still hot. So I'm going to put a little bit under each corner. And I'm going to grab a glue stick. Glue! And just, if there's any puckers in your little piece, you could just add a little bit of glue underneath it and fix them. There's a couple over here, so I'm just going to fix them. There we go. Now that is centered on our page. Look at how pretty it looks. Oh my gosh. Every single time one of you guys writes out the name Kiki, I totally think of that Glee episode. Have you guys seen the Glee episode where they're having a Kiki and they're singing that Kiki song? Every single time I see that, I'm like, let's have a Kiki. I don't know why. It's just like, I don't know, I'm weird. You all know that. Y'all know that. And let's get our flowers. So I'm just going to pull these out. These are all our floral embellishments. So I'm going to pull these three. We're going to actually leave as is. You could spray them if you'd like to, but I'm personally just going to leave them like this because I like the natural look. And look at how pretty this one is. The rhinestone is so rhinestoney. And I'm going to grab some paper towels because we're actually going to be spraying Puccini flowers, or however you pronounce that. I'm going to move this out of the way. So I'm just going to lay another paper towel down. And these are the Puccini flowers I was talking about. They're the white, they're sort of like just like a white mulberry paper flower, but they're really neat because you could actually customize them using your mists, and the color will actually show, or not the color, but there's a print on them. Did I grab the wrong ones? Oh no, there's a print on them. I couldn't see it. I'm like, am I blind? I know, I do make up words. It's not good. It's a very bad habit of mine. And you're just going to spray them. And I like to spray mine very heavily. Do you see this? Can you see this? Oh my gosh, I totally love these. And I'm going to heat them while they're here. They're resist flowers. I'll show you. Look. Do you see that? There's a resist on it. It's like a super pretty floral. And then this larger one has an awesome script resist. And I just am going to heat up each one of these. I used to heat my flowers up, my Prima Flowers, before I started doing the live classes. I used to heat my mulberry ones, the flat ones, so much when I did like vintage projects that I'd burn the edges because I love the burnt look. I'd hold it on there for like a minute and a half. Yeah, they're mulberry paper, Kiki. So they're super, you could do so much stuff, like so much alteration to these flowers. And look at how pretty just this background is here. Like with the 3 flowers, you could totally have just put this on a layout and added a photo and added some embellishment and have like a flower background. So I'm going to do 3 flowers for each of the colors. We have 4 colors. There's 12 flowers in a pack. I love this color so much. This is so pretty. It's called Medallion. It's like a green color, but it's not. It's like yellow too, and it has a gold glimmer in it. Super pretty. Oh, these flowers were the summer release of 2012, back in January, I believe. No, this was not. Wait. This was the summer release in July. So I'm just going on and doing this with all my flowers. And you could sort of see the resist. It has a, it has sort of a bluish tint to it, sort of a bluish purple tint. This you'll be able to see really well with this dark blue color. Yeah, these flowers are still available. You can get, oh, the calendar link is on the Prima blog, which is prima.typepad.com, but I actually have it resized on my blog in a PDF form. So my blog is scrappyhappiness.com if you want to go ahead and get the calendar. And it'll be up there all the time for you guys. Carrie, I have a question. What is the social stream? I don't even know what the social stream is. I always see it, like, to the left, but I don't even know what a social stream is. Is that, like, people who tag Prima Ustream in their Twitter posts or something? My chat just went blank. You guys, my chat just totally went blank. It's gone. And I can't read your comments. Okay, this is not normal. Where is... Okay, I got my social stream back. I mean, I got my chat back, not the social stream. Okay, I got it back. Yay. Look at how pretty this one is. It's huge. This one's a gorge one. And we're using Inchworm, the neon color, for this one. What do you guys want to see? What did you want me to do something? This one's super pretty. Were people posting ratchet things? Oh, and you guys, I'm not saying rat, S-word, like rat, S-H-I-T. I'm saying ratchet, like R-A-T-C-H-E-T. That's a new word of mine since the past 2 months I haven't seen you guys. It's ratchet. So, like, if you say something, oh, that's gross, that's bad, that's not good, something like that, it's ratchet. Look at how shimmery these are. Can you see this shimmer? Look at how shimmery. This has a really pretty embossing on it. Okay, so we have all of our flowers embossed, just like that. Now we can start decorating our our calendar. Here's our calendar, or here's the original. I will set this up for inspiration. Here is our calendar with the calendar glued on it, or the start of our calendar. Let me check. Nope, you can never have too much bling. Just add a tablespoon of bling and you're done. Maybe more, like a 4th cup of bling. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adding our flowers. You're just going to want to lay them to where it's okay if it covers up something, because you're going to know, like, if you see Monday after, you're going to know that it's Sunday the day before if it covers it up a little bit. So you're just going to want to lay them out to where it doesn't cover up much. It may cover up a little bit, but you're just going to have to go with it. Or you can make it smaller. You could size it a little bit smaller if you'd like. Good night, Heather. And then I'm just going to lay out a couple of flowers in random spots. So I want this one to be up here, that one to be there. And I like to layer my flowers, so I'm going to add a couple of layers here and there. And I want this one to go here. I love the colors. And it looks so boring and plain right now, but trust me, when we're all done, it's going to look gorge. And just make sure to keep a little bit of an opening for the lace to go through when we're all done. Lay this here, and I'm going to layer on top of it a blue flower. Set this back down. Okay, I want another flower down here. And we have a couple more flowers. I'm going to use all of them, so I'm just going to find another place to layer. Where should I put this layer? Leia, where should I put you? Stick you there. And I'll put this one here. Actually, I'll put this one on top. Move these ones here. Move that one there. Move that one there. I actually just recently, like literally 2 days ago, put on a YouTube video on how to layer your Prima Flowers. Did any of you guys see that, if you're from my YouTube? And I'm going to start putting some of these flowers down. Just sort of the base ones, not the layered ones, because we're going to also be adding leaves. So, just going to stick some of these down. And I'm just going to layer some of these flowers together. I need to move up some. Here we go. Stick this down. Okay. And you could sort of offset them too. I'm going to add a little bit of glue and stick this one on the left side. So see how I didn't layer it centered? I just layered them on top of each other, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glue on top. I really wish I had those Shalimar center thingies. Sorry, I'm reading some of the comments to see if there's any questions. It's looking gorge. And then I'm going to layer on my bigger flowers, such as this one, and this really pretty big one. I love this one. Right about the top there. Sort of crunching it in so it doesn't cover much of this. Crunch it in a little bit. It looks really boring right now, I know, but it'll look better. I'm just going to shake it, see if there's any flowers that are not glued on. And then I'm going to go in with my leaves. And the leaves are actually going to be cut at the stem. I know, aren't these leaves amazing, you guys? These are my favorite leaves. I just love them. I think they're such a great idea. And they're felt, which I just love working with felt materials. I don't know why. Look at, they have beads on them. Yeah, they're felt, Kimberly. They're so cool. And I'm going to just take some glue and just tuck a leaf right down in there. Maybe even like offset it a little bit. And I also showed you guys how you could cut your leaf in half. A lot of people always freak out when I cut my flowers. I cut everything. All of my flowers I cut. Like I did it on my class the other day, or on my YouTube video when I showed how to layer Prima Flowers. And like there was like 4 comments of people saying, I can't believe you just cut that flower. And I was like, I'm sorry. It's just a layering. It's just layering. And then you're going to have this other side, which looks like a leaf as well. You can't even tell that's the bottom of a leaf. So I'm going to take this and put this like right here because that'll give you the appearance of you get more for your money, basically. Does that make sense? You get to use more leaves for what you paid for. You don't just get 8. You get the appearance of more than 8. So just going to layer some of these down, and I'm sort of switching off with different colors and such. So again, just checking the comments. You go ahead and cut another one of these flowers in half, so it tucks in further if you already have things glued, and you get the appearance of more. That's why I do that. So see how it looks like? Now it looks like there are 2 leaves here, but you're not using the full leaf, and the other half of the prettiness of the leaf is not being covered up. And you could just take the other half of the leaf and stick it somewhere. And give the appearance of more foliage. So I'm just going to use a ton of these. And look at how pretty this one is. It's beaded around the edge. And they have wire on the back, so you could bend them. Do you see how I'm bending this one? See the dimension I just gave that leaf? You could bend up your leaves and just give them like a really, really neat dimensional elements, or just like you could twist them to the side, or really whatever you want to do with your leaves, because they have wire on the backs of them. And don't throw away your stems, because we're going to be using those as well. See how clever this is? Just don't throw away anything. And I'm going to cut this one in half. A couple more leaves everywhere, because all your flowers need some leaf action. Leaf action. Stick this leaf here. Bend it up a little. I feel like we have enough leaves. Do you think we need to have enough leaves, or should we add this last leaf in there? What do you think? Oh, it will get bling, Shauna. Don't worry, it will get some of that bling. It'll get some bling, bling, bling. I don't know why I was singing that. Let's just disregard that. Sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. That's way too long. If you cut the beaded ones, you may want to add a little bit of glue just right where the thread ends on the back, because I did cut through the threads on the beaded pieces. Just a little tip. Okay, so this looks good. I like the way this is looking. Oh yeah. And then we have these small flowers here. These are, again, the Juliet flowers, item number 561840. And these are just to replace the Shalimar centers. And these are the gorgeous Shalimar centers. And they so go with it, too. Like, they're sequined canvas flower centers. And they're so pretty. They're just, like, totally gorge. I loved those. But, thought I had another. But I didn't. So those are to replace them, and wherever I'm putting one of these is basically where I would have put one of those Shalimar centers. And those are way more interesting than these Juliet flowers. I mean, these Juliet flowers are super pretty, and they have a really neat texture to them. But the little sequins additions are just my favorite part. Were my favorite part. And I only have 6 of them, because I have 9 on here, but let's just pretend you're using the Shalimar one, so I'm only going to use 6. So it's nice and fair. There we go. And we're not done yet. We have a majority of the flowers added on, but should we add some bling? Do you think we should add some bling? Bling, where's my bling? Blingage, here it is. Thank you, Susu Scraps. Okay, so these are the awesome. You guys have heard me literally brag about these everywhere. These are my favorite bling that any company has ever put out. They're absolutely awesome. They're like disco ball faceted. They're so pretty, you guys. I don't know. They're just awesome. And they're item number 551384. And I'm just going to literally place them all over the place. So I'm grabbing all different colors, all different sizes, and I'm placing them on top of flower petals, on top of literally everything I want to place these on. They're sort of like little dewdrops, in my opinion, or that's sort of what I'm using them as. So I'm just placing them all over the place, and I'm going to stick them on top of even like one of these flowers here. I want to add them on. It just adds like a miscellaneous, not miscellaneous, but a little random addition of sparkle to your project that I totally love. So I'm going to add a couple of them, of the smaller ones, on this white flower itself. So just add a couple of them in there, and a few of them on top of the leaves. And they have a super strong bonding adhesive, so it'll definitely stay on top of your canvas. All my other ones have stayed, and I've been showing that project around for such a long time, or the past month more like, to like people, my mom's friends and such, so they're definitely going to stay. I just love the addition of the bling, and I add a couple of them on my calendar as well, just because I like the sporadic look of it. And lastly, just a couple more pieces here. I think we're going to be good. Look at all the bling on here. It's so sparkly now. Feel the sparkle? Sparkle! Shiny. I had one in there. There we go. So now you have all your bling additions, but we're still not done. We are going to be using the stems of the leaves, and we're going to create like a little vines, and just put them all over the place. So I'm literally like undoing my little tentacles. What are these things called? Stems? Leaf stems? And they have wire in them, and after you undo them, they sort of have this twisty effect to them. Can you see that? How they're sort of like twisted and just sort of like a warped look to them. So I'm just going to add glue to one side, or one end, and I'm going to tuck this under the flower petal. So I'm pulling up the flower petal, and I'm going to put this under and press down. And I'm going to add glue to the opposite end and stick it under another flower petal. Now you have way enough flower petals to just put these all over the place. So that's what I'm doing. And I just like the 3D element. Do you see this? How there's just like this 3D little vine just popping up. That is a great way how to simply add a nice little bit of dimension. So you could sort of warp your petals whatever way you want. Stick them under, glue it, add more glue to the opposite end. You just need a little bit. And just put it under there. Yes, Ladybug, make them all spirally. I do like to spiral them because, I mean, when I do like flower clusters, but for this particular reason, I don't really want to add spirals to them because it will be a little bit too much spiralness. I just like the random organic look of these vines. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'll spiral a couple of them. What Ladybug was talking about was taking something like this lovely Claudine Helma Studio paintbrush and spiraling them. And I feel like I have a message, but I do not know where my phone is. Yes, Carrie, that was actually just on my mind. So I spiraled up one of them. Do you see how I spiraled it? And then I'm just going to pull the spiral so I can get it a little bit more out. And I'm going to stick it under. And put this piece right under this petal there. There's a little spiral addition. You like the little spiralness? You like that? You like that spiral? I don't even know if you can see it. Like a grapevine, yes. I do like it, Ladybug. Thank you for giving me that idea. I really like that. So I'm going to do a couple more. Ladybug rocks. I'm just going to add an addition to this. Are any of you guys going to be at CHA this year? The Anaheim show? I don't know. Is it in Anaheim, Carrie? I don't remember where it is. I feel as if it is. Or LA. I don't remember which one. They always have it different in, yes, Anaheim. Are any of you guys going to be there? Night, Kiki. Okay, so I added enough spirals. Now I'm going to add a couple more straight pieces in here. I'm going to stick this one under this petal. Sort of like, it's so intricate looking. It really looks like your flowers are actually growing. I don't know, I just really like the look of the extra flower stems. So that's why you save them. And save them all the time. Even if you're not going to use them on the project you're working on, just save your stems because they're awesome. I know, Jamie. I totally agree. I hate hot glue guns. I've burned myself on this show so many times using hot glue guns, and I still have a scar on my foot from where I first started scrapbooking. I dropped... The glue was so hot that it poured out of like a hot glue gun that's supposed to keep the glue in. It was so hot it poured out of it and fell on my foot. Yeah, I've talked about that 100 times. Oh yeah, and it hurt so bad, I had to wait for it to dry. Like, I was like, ow, 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 and then, like, it finally dried and I was able to pull the glue off. It was so gross, and I still have a scar. I should probably show you guys one of these days, but I feel you wouldn't be able to see it. It's still there, but it's Not very noticeable. Look it! Isn't it gorge? There we go. This is the ending. That is what you're going to do. Just embellish as you prefer. Where's my backer piece? Backer, where are you? Oh, here you are. So then you're going to take your backer piece and put this on the outside. So you're going to lay them blank sides together. And what would also be pretty awesome was if you were to get the inserts, because Prima also sells the inserts of you could actually make this into a book and use this as the cover of a book. You could totally use this and have use it as the cover of a book, so you have a calendar on the front of your book. I thought that was kind of neat. Well, I just thought of that. I couldn't say I thought it was kind of neat. And then you're going to grab your lace, which is right here. And you may be able to see the pattern a little bit better. It looks like this. It's like a flower lace. And you're going to cut it into thirds because you're going to need 3 pieces of each. Now I have a little bit more than a yard here. Just like a yard and a couple of inches. And you're going to take each little piece and string it through the whole hole. And guys, make sure to stay around because I have some stuff to tell you at the end. So stick around. And as you can see, you're just going to tie them. I agree with that, Jamie. Glue gun equals unnecessary pain. Does anyone have any questions? If you didn't want to do this, you could also make it into a wall hanging and just use 1/2 of the canvas page, so you can make 2 of them if you have extra embellishments, and hang it from a wall if you just add like some lace here and just string it over and loop it onto the opposite side, so there's like a piece of lace like this to hang it on your wall. There's an idea, and you could hang some fun charms off the bottom as well. There we go, you guys. Here is the finished calendar. What do you think? You like this calendar? Quite love it. Love it. The chat is moving so fast. I'm going to point the camera up now because I want to talk to y'all. Hi! Here's the project again. Here is the original. These are the one. This is the one with the Shalimar centers on it. And this is the one that we did tonight. They look pretty identical, but one of them has the Shalimar centers. Okay, you guys, I have a couple things to talk to you about. First, I want to talk to you about the Prima. Where is it? I do not need this. Where is it? I'm talking about. Were you guys able to download the file? Were you able to download the file, you guys? Here, I will link you to the file in case you want file because while I'm on for you guys. Here's the calendar file. That's the link to the calendar file. If you want to get it, you're just going to click on that blog post. There's a little link in there that says download the calendar here. But you could also get it on the Prima blog, but the Prima blog is just a photo. The one on my blog is actually resized if you want to create the journal itself. So, Carrie, if you want, you could actually take that one. I could send it to you, the PDF, and you could update the Prima blog if you'd like, because that one's a PDF, so it will print perfectly. Alright, I have a couple of things to talk to you guys about. Just actually sort of one thing, more like. It is the Prima Art Venture event. So, I'm going to talk about this. It's the Prima Art Venture event with Lisa Gibbons. And I've been hearing about this all over the place, like literally tons of people have been talking about this. It is January 18th through the January 20th. And January 18th is a Sunday, I guess. No, Friday, January 18th to Sunday, January 20th. And it is at the JW Marriott Desert Springs Resort and Spa in Palm Desert, California. And I totally feel like I've been there, because Palm Desert is majorly hot. I went there once. And join Prima and Lisa Gibbons at the opulent event in a most luxurious setting, filled with extraordinary classes and top-quality instructors such as Heidi Swap, Anna Dabrowska, Nick Howard, Janine Coxwara, and projects from Marion Smith and Julie Nutting. So, Carrie, have you posted the link to this? Yeah, she has. There's the link to the Prima Art Venture event. So, you guys should probably take a look, and there's some pretty neat things happening. There's a couple different packages you could choose from if you want to take all the workshops or some of the workshops, things like that. And each of the packages include 2 full days of incredible make and takes, fun game nights and amazing prizes, goodie bags overflowing with free gifts, $1 raffle tickets, a chance to win 5 unbelievable prizes, and surprises in store. It says more surprises in store. And that is really all, you guys. There's a ton of fun stuff. You can go over and check it out and register if you'd like to. It looks really fun. I totally wish I can go, but I don't know. Maybe I can go. Maybe I should go. I'm going to look into this because it looks like fun. Tamale Design, or Tamale Diva. I think I'm going to look into it. Okay, I think that's all, you guys. The chat winner is Lynn_AB. Lynn_AB. Lynn is the chat winner. Yay, Lynn! Woohoo! Yeah, Lynn! Okay, where's Lynn? Did she comment? I hope she gets a prize. Lynn, where are you? Did you comment? Did I miss it? We can find her. We always, every single time at school, I started this thing at school, where every single time something is good, I go like this, and I'm like, yeah, yeah! And it is, everyone follows me now. Like, I swear, when I do that at school, the whole class will start doing it. It is so funny. We're like, yeah! And we just, like, go like this. It is so crazy. You want a Prima prize, Liz. Or Lynn, sorry. There she is! Okay, Lynn, do the happy dance like this. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, you guys, that is all for tonight's class. Definitely check out the Prima Art Venture. And definitely, I recorded tonight's class, so if you want to go ahead and purchase some of the products or remake it in the future, the class will be recorded. I will have it linked on my blog as well in case you ever want to find the recording. I'm going to update the video on my blog with tonight's recording for you guys. And I think that is all. Is there anything else you guys want to know? Any questions, anybody? We had a lot of people on tonight. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. And don't forget to check out my next month's video. I don't remember the date. It's January. I think it's 20-something. Or maybe it's sooner. The 13th? Something like... It's in January. Carrie probably knows the date. But I should know this. Why don't I know this? But I am revealing one of the brand new collections, one of the brand new Prima collections called Hello Pastel. I am going to be creating a project with it live. So, And Frank is on next Thursday, you guys, so make sure to come next Thursday. I think that's all. I'm on the 24th, so I'm on the 24th of next month, which is right after CHA. So excited. I'm pretty sure it's after CHA. I haven't even looked. I haven't even done anything for CHA, and it's in like a month. No, it's like less than a month. It's like 3 weeks. Yeah. So, I'll catch you all later, you guys, and I think that is all. Sayonara. Ciao for now. Oh, Carrie says that Frank is on, and Frank is on next week, and he's starting the new sneaks, and I'll be on in 3 weeks, so. Yes. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will talk to you all later, everyone. Bye!